Welcome back to the table. I'm your host, Joshua Beverly. I know it's been a while, but we're here for our community connection. To my left, we have Miss Shannon Elliott, who is our IAL community coordinator, and to my right, we have Natalie Ely from First State Bank. So, what is this new high school corporate mentorship program?
Well, what we have is we have 4 local businesses who agreed to come in and be a kind of sponsor and mentor for one single class. So, what that means is, or what we've asked these mentors to do, is to provide t-shirts for like when they go on their field trips, to be able to go to the job site that the corporation has so they can understand how it actually works. We've asked them to come in and do 2 trainings, one in the spring and one in the fall, for the students to let them know what local job opportunities are available to them.
That's very interesting. All right. And so you're the junior sponsorship? You're the junior sponsor?
Yes.
All right.
And so what we want the junior class to experience is coming to our main office in Middlesboro, touring the facility, seeing the back end of our business and how it operates, and then doing a training on banking up in our training center. What we're planning on doing is possibly having the prom committee, the money that was raised for the prom, turning that into a CD, so that way the junior class's money is working for them, and showing them how to open a CD and what that does, and so that teaches them how to save their money and how the banking works in all aspects of their life, not just while they're in high school, but as they grow into a career, what banking is and how they can utilize banking.
I know this is going to sound stupid, but what's a CD?
So that is a certificate of deposit. So it has an interest rate and then a term. So a 7-month CD special is something that, or an 8-month CD special is something that we have going on at the bank right now, and it's at a 4.9% annual percentage yield. So at the end of that term, the 8-month term, you'll get that percentage extra on your money.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a really good deal.
Yes.
You all need to go get you some CDs.
That's right.
We're not talking about music. What do you expect to get out of this mentorship with the juniors? What do you want? What do you hope the students get? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
We hope that the junior class will know more about banking and what that means for their lives now or in the future, and learning about different careers that they could have in banking.
Well, there you go. All right. I know I myself, I have a bank account. It's kind of necessary once you get a job. But
It is.
What are your hopes that this will do for our community?
So we hope that this builds a strong, lasting relationship with the Pineville community. Our bank has been in the Pineville community since 1899, so we thought that it would be a perfect fit for the bank and for the school.
So we know that the junior sponsor is the First State Bank. What are the other sponsors for the students?
ChuCon out of Middlesboro is the freshman sponsor, and they're going to be here next week to bring their bucket truck, and then they're also going to sponsor the student section next week at the football game, since the theme is under construction.
Sounds very exciting.
Air EBAC is the sponsor for the sophomore class, and they were able to come to one of the football games and deliver the game ball and sponsor some t-shirts that were tossed out. And then for the senior class, we have Appalachian Wireless. So we're very excited to have all our partners.
Where did you get the idea for this mentorship, and how do you think this will affect our community in any positive ways?
Well, I serve on Pineville Main Street, and we had a mixer with all the businesses, and I began to just have a conversation with those business owners, and we were talking about our students here, and we said, just in conversation, we began to talk about how great it would be for our students to actually know what is available to them locally. And then I thought, well, where I've worked with Gear Up in the past and we've went and toured other locations, that it's kind of like a one and done. So I wanted it to be more meaningful and a little more one-on-one for our students. So then I came up with the idea of what if it was just one company, one class. And so that way they could work together and really get in depth if that is something that one of the students, or the field that one of those students choose to go into. And I think that sometimes there's a disconnect between the community and the school about what's actually happening. And what we don't want our students to forget is that if you plan on staying here, you're going to need those connections, and you're going to need to know who those people are in these roles when you decide to begin to look for a job. And on the flip side of that is we want the companies and business owners to realize that these are your future employees, and go ahead and start kind of training them up in the ways and learning things that they need to know from their standpoint as well. So I think it just benefits both school and community.
I really like that you're trying to build personal connections for these children to have futures.
Thank you.
That's something really good for our community. And I heard that you're going to be starting a new club here at Pineville. Is there anything you can tell me about it?
Yes, so I went to training for FBLA, and that is Future Business Leaders of America. And what that does is it teaches you every aspect of a business. And what it allows us to do is to take members to trainings on the regional level, the state level, and the national level. And those meetings can be held in Dallas, Texas. This year for the national levels, they are going to be in Orlando, Florida. And we have the opportunity to take our students to those. But before we get to that level, we have to compete in different areas of business. And so we're going to be looking for students that are genuinely interested in the business community and want to learn more about it. And then we will just take on projects and do those. And we'll even be doing community service projects as well.
Well, all right. That sounds amazing as well. Both of you two are doing just something fantastic for our school, and I appreciate both of you for talking to me. Hit it with the cross handshake. Thank you all for watching The Table with Joshua Beverly. It is good to be back. I'll see you next week.